The obsessive compulsive gamer, the O.C.G', and I'm back playing more of Resident Evil 4 in the lead up to the remake. Freaky! Damn it. Really? Come on. Here we go. Thanks, Watson. I appreciate you. Freaky. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the fuck? Did you see that shit, Echo? Did you see that shit? Okay, they're in there. Freaky. I need to look up how I'm supposed to fucking kill that guy. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Come on. Hitting is Roger, I appreciate you. I speak English. English. Hey, how's it going? Just playing this. Trying to get ready for the Resident Evil 4 remake. America, mainly Kentucky. That's cool. Well, anybody from everywhere is welcome in my chat. I'm not sure what you mean when you say there's nobody. And boom, got a 5-star ranking on this level. Here's Ross number 2. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that's all 4 levels have been 5-starred as Hunk. Let me check. Yep, all of them is Hunk. All of them is Wesker. All of them is Krauser. The only ones that remain is Leon and Ada. Actually, hold on one second. I want to see something. I'm pretty sure you can switch costumes as Ada and Leon if you hold button. Sweet. Yeah, you can pick costumes. Oh, I should be able to. Oh, hold on, let me see. Okay. Yes! ¡Un forastero! see. So that's how you do... Okay. Now it's on. Oh, God damn it. Fuck. Yeah, that one's really difficult. Ah! Okay. I got this. Nothing new. Oh. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. I messed that up. I can do way better. Okay. Fuck! I was doing so well. Yeah, well. ¡Un forastero! ¡Oye, Lucky guy!
Te voy a hacer picadillo.
Ese pequeño! God, the fucking dialogue's so iconic in this game. Yeah, once again, I can do better. Come on, Kearney. Oh shit. ¡Paste, sí, imbécil! Fucking shit. One second, I'll be right back. Okay, so sorry about that. Bye, baby! Hold on one second. Let me see what you're saying. I'm doing okay. Just trying to get 5 stars on all stages with all characters from the mercenaries before I do start separate ways. I'm actually pretty good at the mercenaries. I always have been. Oh, that's great. Ah, that fucking chainsaw guy is a real ass with Ada. I have yet to do it. I have yet to do the dual Mad Chainsaw mode, but I'm working on it. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. Plus, I've been trying to just beat the regular game. Alright. Like I said, I got really close to it. I have yet to do it, but I haven't been going full force on it. I've also been just trying to play through this and get it all done, and as well as juggle the other games. 50K. Although usually I wind up getting way more than that. I've always been really good at the mercenaries. Doing it unlocks the hand cannon. The most powerful weapon in RE4. Honestly, I'm just, at this point, I'm just marking the days off of my calendar, waiting for the remake. And yeah, you remember I was telling you earlier about how, like, RE4 is in the wild? Yeah, I've already seen videos that were trying to spoil it. Thankfully, I didn't watch them, but, like, it was in the title of the video and everything. Like, I'd be very careful. Like, full entire game playthroughs are now up. Yeah, like, I you know, thankfully they didn't have any spoilers in the actual fucking thumbnail, but I was like, oh shit. Like, no. Bad game. So I have totally gone dark. I am not looking up Resident Evil 4. I'm not Googling it. I'm not, like, you know, I muted it on Twitter. Like, I am not having it fucking spoiled for me less than 2 weeks from the release of the fucking game. I've waited too long for this fucking remake to have it spoiled before I even play it. You know, and it was funny. Me and my mom were talking about this the other day because I told her about it, and I hope that person who decided to leak this is worth it, okay? Because 99% chance it's somebody that Capcom gave a review copy to. Best case scenario. Best case. Capcom will figure out it was you because they keep a list of all the people they give review copies to. They'll go down the list and they'll figure out who it is, and then you'll be blacklisted. Capcom will never work with you ever again. And they were giving you free fucking games, and you just threw it away to post shit early. Worst case scenario, they'll take your ass to court, because when you get a review copy of the game, you literally have to sign a legal contract not to leak it before the embargo date. So it's just not worth it. I mean, you're literally getting early copies from Capcom and or possibly getting fucking sued just so you can show footage of the game a little bit early. I mean, that doesn't even seem remotely worth it. I mean, just like, and it's also, for me, it's just the fucking hubris. Fuck. Those, Like, you literally were selected by Capcom out of maybe couple hundred other people to get the game early, and you got to play the game before anybody else, and that's not good enough for you? Yeah, no, exactly. They can totally do that, you know? Nobody says they can do that. I'm pretty sure Capcom even says they can do that. Just like, don't fucking do it before you're supposed to, before the game releases. Like I said, it's fucking wild. It's like, hold on one second, I gotta get my phone charger. Literally, you can be sued for breaking contract and like a hefty fine. Also, all for what? So you could leak the game slightly early instead of waiting 2 weeks? Can you imagine going to fucking prison for that? Oh my god. What are you in here for? I killed a man. What about you, Jim? Well, I leaked Resident Evil 4 Remake early, and now I'm in prison. Leaking game reviews. Not even once. It's just wild. Plus, like, the only thing they're trying to do is spoil it for people. Like, I can't stand people that are like that. They're just like the biggest assholes. They literally take joy in ruining the experience for other people. Just doesn't make sense to me. Like, somebody who only takes joy in ruining things for other people is pathetic. Like, fucking bottom of the barrel. Scum. Well, I have already seen people trying to spoil it. So, now, most of the people that I follow on Twitter are generally pretty solid people, so I don't think I'm in danger of getting spoiled. I just don't want to take any chances. Okay? Like, I pretty much, okay, hold on one second. The music is getting on my nerves. I pretty much don't really want to know that much about the remake anyway, okay? Now, I only have a finite amount of resources and money to spend, so for some games, I will try to find out as much as I can about them, because I need to determine if it's a game worth buying, and the only way to do that for me is to watch gameplay. I'm not just going to go based on somebody else's opinion. I'll see the gameplay, I'll judge for myself, so I'll watch previews, I'll watch this, that, to get a sense of, is this game worth buying, okay? With Resident Evil 4 Remake, that is not the case. I am 100% fucking down for this already. So, I wasn't even watching the previews. Like, the legitimate previews that IGN and stuff were doing, because I wanted to, like, go in as blind as possible and for it to be a surprise. Resident Evil 4 is one of my all-time favorite games. Fucking period. Ever. Yeah, exactly. And this remake is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So, I want that first playthrough to be as magical as possible. You only get, a first chance at one playthrough. So, I don't even want to watch the fucking previews that IGN and stuff is making. So, I definitely don't want to see any fucking spoilers. I mean, I am so fucking down for the Resident Evil 4 remake that I'm literally getting a deluxe version. And I almost never do that. Like, anytime there's a special edition or deluxe edition or what the fuck ever, I almost never get it. Because I'm like, I don't care. But I am, like, so fucking ready for Resident Evil 4 that I'm willing to shell out the extra $10 to get everything and, get the unique weapons. And apparently there's extra treasures and shit that you can only get with the new treasure map. So obviously I want to get those. It doesn't surpass the original. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, if this guy thinks it's gonna flop, that's hilarious. I strongly disagree with that, okay? It's not gonna flop. The amount of interest in this game already before it's even released has been insane. Secondly, honestly, I gotta be straight up with you. If the entire game is as good as that demo, it will surpass the original. It literally is doing everything the original game did, but better. Everything that I loved about the original game is accounted for, but it's refined and expanded. They brought in stuff from other Resident Evil games. They updated the story. Like, if the whole game is as good as that demo, in my opinion, it will have surpassed the original, which is unfucking believable. But I mean, that demo is so fucking good. It actually exceeded my expectations. It was better than I thought it was gonna be. In fact, if that game, if it's as good as the demo, it literally... Yeah, right? Hold on, let me pause it for 1 second, see what she said, all what she said. And yeah, you're right. It's not really fair to expect it to be as good as the original game off of a 20-minute demo. But I think they will. I honestly think it's going to surpass the original. It's everything I love about Resident Evil 4 is there. It's prettier and better and bigger, but like bigger in a good way, like not padding, like legitimately. Like they took what was the one fucking building in the original game, the intro, and they turned it into a hunting lodge. That's so fucking cool. Like they expanded it, and I was looking at the cutscene in the demo, and where he finds Ashley and he looks at the map, and it looks like they've changed the lake. And once again, I've avoided spoilers, so this is just my conjecture. It looks like now the lake is in the middle of the village, because before, here's the village, and then way over here is the lake. It looks like now the lake is in the middle, and you will repeatedly go to and from the lake. It's like a hub for the village. And that's honestly really cool. So, like, it looks like you're going to be repeatedly going back to the lake, instead of, you know, just once. Which, I mean, it makes a lot of sense because it looks like the map in this game, in the remake, is going to be a lot bigger. So it makes sense for the, you know, them to have the boat to expedite shit. Plus, they were showing how, like, the boat is way faster now. You can, like, boost the fucking thing. Even in, like, the demo, not the demo, the gameplay that I saw, showed, like, the tiny caves that you went into in the original game on the boat that was, like, a tiny thing is now, like, a big-ass cave system. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty good at the mercenaries. I've gotten 100,000 points before. Yeah. Well, I'm happy to give them to you. Okay, well, it really depends on what character you're talking about. You say you haven't been able to unlock anyone. You want to get combos. You only have to get 4 stars to unlock the other characters. Each stage has a character that unlocks the 4 stars. Really? And honestly, the first stage I would do is the water one. That is the easiest one for Leon, in my opinion. And the other characters are much easier than Leon. Leon, by being the default character, is the worst character. So if you were able to unlock any of the other characters, you should find it easier. And it... God. He's a real pain in the ass in this fucking stage. I'm not sure exactly. I don't count it out. I just kind of go by how it feels. It also helps if, like, before you start killing, if you go and get a bunch of time first and then you start killing. So, like, that helps. Like, just avoid all the enemies and run and get, like, the bonuses and time first. That way you don't have to worry about getting the time later. And that way a lot of enemies will spawn, so there's a lot more to kill right there in front of you. Yeah, no problem. Honestly, you know, I always try to help people when I can. Try not to be a dick, try to help people, you know, pay it forward. I understand that not everybody is going to have an easy time. And, you know, if you haven't actually got to play as any of the other characters, then that actually, that sucks, because they're actually a lot of fucking fun. Like, you know, Ada is pretty much just like Leon with different weapons, but playing as Wesker and Krauser is fucking amazing. And they can, like, literally can, like, do super punches. Krauser can actually, like, pop out his arm and do, like, a group kill, and it kills anything it touches. So you can literally go up to a chainsaw guy or a Gyarados and just literally pull out his arm and obliterate them. You know, they're just a lot of fun to play with, and they can do shit you could never do in the main game. Like, Krauser uses a fucking bow. And, you know, if you're gonna get 100% complete, you have to do it, because the hand cannon is locked behind getting 5 stars on all stages as all characters. And it's the most powerful gun in the game. The hand cannon will kill most bosses in one hit. It's like a Magnum on fucking steroids. It's really, really good. And in fact, he even asks, the merchant even has a special line of dialogue. He says, "What do you need that for? Hunting an elephant?" Even the merchant is like, "God damn, dude." And I love it like when a gun is so badass that the merchant is like, what the fuck, man? Sweet, now I just run out the clock. Like, I mean, I could get a higher score, but I literally have enough that I can just complete this with 5 stars and move on, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what if there's a little flying salesman? You don't know. Give me the fucking gun. It's like, what do you buy? Oh god, that's a big gun. Fuck, I didn't mean to grab that extra time. Just to force a habit. Ah. Ah, fuck, that hurt me. Right? Exactly. It's like, you know what? How about I leave you to sell the guns, and you leave me to use them? And stay the fuck out of my business, bro. I mean, like, what are you being nosy for? It's like, I don't even know your fucking name. It's like, you tell me your name, and I'll tell you what I want the gun for. Deal? I'm the merchant. It's like, that's not a name. Yeah, exactly. Booyah, 5 stars, baby. Okay, yeah, I only need 1 more star for her on this. I've got most of the characters already done, so... Okay. I'll be here. Fuck yeah! Get cookies! Ayinda! Alright, listen here, you fucking asshole. Hey, thank you, Ross. I appreciate you. Come on, don't lose your combo. Fuck. Die, bro. Fuck. Hey, how's it going? Hello. Oh, hey, 6 people watching. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Okay. I hope they add new characters for the mercenaries in RE4. Like, obviously, I hope all the classic stuff is there, but it'd be cool if they added, like, a new character and a new stage. Right? That'd be fucking amazing. And they've already, like, they're making Louise a bigger part of the remake anyway, so yeah, that'd be great. Give him a pimped out Red 9. That'd be fucking awesome. Or they could bring back a classic character. Just, you know, give us Chris Redfield. Give us a surprise character from another game. That would be fucking amazing. Come on, get the time. I'm almost at 5 stars. I don't want to quit until I get there. Okay, that should be enough time to get... Yeah, exactly. I was stoked. Yeah. It looks like he's gonna be with you through most of Chapter 4. There we go. Shit, come on. Drop down. Woo! Like I said, I love Louise. So, what, I didn't get 5 stars? Oh, I guess I was just right at the threshold. Oh well, okay. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't believe that either. They wouldn't do that. Fuck them. They wouldn't do that. I cannot think of a single time where Capcom has willingly spoiled something like that. So do not believe that for a fucking second. I have a guess where he's gonna die as well. Hey, how's it going? He's probably gonna die before Leon heads to the tower, because they showed him in the mines. They showed him in the El Gigante fight, the dual El Gigante fight, but they did not show him on the elevator ride. You know, where Leon's making his way up the tower. So he's probably gonna die after the mine. Of course, once again, that's just a guess. I have no fucking clue, but that's where I think he's gonna die, because they haven't shown him after that point. But he could have just went away, you know, who knows? Krauser could kill him, so. It's just one more instance of Capcom listening to feedback, because they saw that people said, you know, how much, I only speak English, sorry. Capcom knows how much people love Louise. Well, Capcom knows how much people love him, so them expanding his role in the game shows that they are listening to the fans. Yeah, that would be possible. But see, like, he would really survive for a long time then. Like, that would mean he survives all the way to, like, what is it, chapter 5, 2? I think is where he fights Krauser for the first time in the knife fight. So, I mean, he would survive for a large fucking portion of the game. If that's the case, not that I'm complaining. The more Louise we get, is the better. They said there is no such thing as too much Louise. I can see that, and that would kind of like increase the character arc between him and Krauser. They've already, from just the demo, they've already like expanded on the relationship between Krauser and Leon, because they showed in the opening cutscene of the game that Krauser is the one who trained Leon. So it's like he has like a mentor relationship with Leon now. Makes their whole dynamic like deeper. So it'd be like, you were my friend and now you just killed my friend. So I can see that. Either way, wherever he fucking dies, I want to figure that out by playing. I don't want to have some fucking asshat on YouTube spoil it for me. So, you know. Yeah, no, I actually do as well. It's more personal, and it goes more into, like, what Leon went through, and it actually kind of changes some of Leon's dynamic, because we knew that he had joined a secret organization, but it was something that they never ever elaborated on. It's a secret organization, and that's literally the only time they ever mentioned it, is that one fucking line. And now, they like go more into it, and they show that the training was grueling, that it nearly killed him, and then on top of that, they say that they heavily imply that Leon did not have a choice, that they forced him to join. Which makes like an entirely different dynamic, where it's like, they're like, okay, we're basically gonna kill you if you don't join us. So it like, and they're definitely trying to like hamper like Leon being much darker in the remake, like that he's been traumatized by what he went through, which makes sense. So that adds like a whole nother layer where it's like he's not just traumatized by what he went through in Raccoon City, but the grueling fucking training afterwards. That he's haunted by what he's doing. Like, and you can tell just generally in the remake, his disposition is a lot darker. I mean, he still makes jokes, but he's nowhere near as cheery as he is in the original game. Which, I mean, that makes sense. He's been through a lot of shit. I can't... I mean, it doesn't really bother me, because they still show plenty of jokes. Like, they've already shown him doing the bingo line. They've already shown him making jokes here and there, you know, or like, and when you light the barn on fire, he's like, bill me for the repairs. Sorry. So he may be more serious, but he still jokes. Like, it's not like they made him a dullard. He still makes jokes. Like, if they made him completely serious, oh, fuck yeah, 5 stars. I can understand, but, like, he makes jokes. It's just like, he makes less jokes. And, like, they were trying to amp up the horror anyway, so it totally makes sense. Okay, that's all of them for Ada. That's all of them for Krauser. Is Hunk. Yep, all of them for Hunk. All of them for Wesker. So the only thing I have to do now is finish it for Leon. And I already did that, so I just need 3 more for Leon, and then I have 100% mercenaries. Fucking A. I mean, and that was like the whole point. Thank you, I appreciate it. That was like the whole point of the remake, was they're adding more horror because people bitched that there wasn't enough horror. So, with them trying to make it more horror, it makes perfect sense that they would have a darker protagonist. It's kind of hard to have a horror atmosphere when the main character is making quips every 5 seconds. So, like I said, like, you know, and like so many, like, and it just gets on my nerves because people are like, well, Resident Evil 4 didn't even need to be remade. Well, if you feel that way, just don't play it. Fucking problem solved. Like, if you're not interested in the remake, more power to you. But you don't need to sit there and shit on people that are interested in the remake. Just go do something else. Just go live your life, you know? We don't need you to tell us how you don't care, okay? Like, that's what I fucking hate, when people feel like yeah, well, probably not every game, but definitely a lot of them. I'd also really like to see them remake Code Veronica. Well, yeah, a lot of them are. Like I said, I definitely like to see them remake Code Veronica. Get around to it anyway. I don't think Code Veronica gets enough love. Yeah, I fucked that. I can do better. Hell, you know, maybe I'm in the minority here. It was a good game, yeah. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but and I know it might sound stupid. I would be down for them remaking the first Resident Evil. Now I get it, they've already remade it, but I'm talking about go back and remake the first Resident Evil like they remade the second Resident Evil. Behind the back camera, modernized gameplay, like that. Like, honestly, That would be fucking incredible. Expand the mansion. Expand the mansion so it's bigger. Rewrite the dialogue. Add in further connections. Put the camera behind the character. Let you freely aim. Like, I just, like, imagine what they could do graphically with the Spencer Mansion with today's graphics. It would be incredible. Fuck. Oh well. Like I said, Leon is the hardest one because he has the most basic fucking kit. Either way. But you know, I would totally be down. Exactly. Fucking exactly. Man, Lisa Trevor with fucking modern graphics. Lisa Trevor is already super fucking scary. So, and like I said, they could expand the map the same way they're doing now. Oh, let me restart. Make the mansion bigger. Make the, you know, one of my favorite areas in the remake of the first Resident Evil was the woods. I really liked the countryside area, but it was so small. Like, give us more of the woods around the mansion. Imagine running around in the dark in the fucking raccoon forest with a flashlight with zombies and shit and wolves. That would be fucking amazing. So, or, man, fucking remake Resident Evil 0. I like Resident Evil 0, but, like, Resident Evil 0 made some choices I really disagree with, and I would really like it to be adjusted. Namely, you know, I hate the fucking item system in Resident Evil 0 so fucking much. Just bring back, you know, like, remake Resident Evil 0 and bring back the fucking crates. They could fucking remake Resident Evil Revelations, although it might be a little bit soon for that one. Fuck, I would even be down with them remaking Resident Evil 6. Like, you know, like going back and making Resident Evil 6 an actual horror game. I'd be totally down with that. Even Resident Evil 5. It'll probably be a while anyway. My theory, and once again, this is just a hunch, is that Resident Evil 9 is probably coming next year. I don't think they're going to follow up with a remake of 5 right away or anything like that. So I think with the way they teased Resident Evil 9, especially in the DLC for 8, I think in 2024 we're going to get RE9. And then the year after that we're probably going to get another remake. Code Veronica or 5 or something like that. And I mean, I'm totally down for that. Like, I'm actually like, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about Rosemary playing a character in a Resident Evil game that was so young and playing a character with fucking psychic powers. Like, how is this gonna work out? Like, I was concerned, but Shadows of Rose was fucking incredible. Shadows of Rose fucking blew me away. I was fucking shocked by how much I enjoyed that DLC. And they showed that, like, she could have supernatural powers without it breaking the balance of the game. Like, they carefully balance it so that she can't just use her powers as a get out of jail free button. But they are a cool tool. So, and then, like, it might be really interesting to have a Resident Evil game with a more supernatural bent. Like, that's a direction they haven't really gone. So, like, but I absolutely love that. Like, Shadows of Rose was spooky as shit. It was more supernatural. It got into her head. It was more psychological than your average Resident Evil game. They experimented with her powers. It was like her origin story explaining how she grew up. And I would totally be down for a full Rosemary game with her, where, you know, hanging out with an older Chris. Because Chris would be in his 70s. Or 60s. You know, with them jumping ahead like 16, 17 years. He was already almost in his 50s. So it'd be like gray Chris. But I could totally see that. He would still probably be buff as hell. So, like, I'm totally down, so... Or, you know, they could do a fucking Revelations 3... Yeah, exactly. Like, that part actually kind of brought me to tears. Rose talking to Ethan. And, like, how they revisited the house sequence. But, like, you're seeing all these objects, like, that Ethan saw, but you're seeing them from Rosemary's perspective. Was fucking cool as shit. Or, like, how much, like Chris basically adopted Rose. Although they actually talk about how Mia and Rose are estranged, and, like, I'm kind of like, what the fuck is that about? Like, as if I didn't have enough reasons to, as if I needed any more reasons to hate Mia. Mia should have died, not fucking Ethan. Mia is literally the reason why everything bad happens in Resident Evil 7 and 8. It's all her shit. And yet somehow, she constantly gets away with it while Ethan basically pays for her bullshit. Fuck, I didn't get 5. Let me do it again. Like, it's crazy, like, that I'm like, how is she still alive while Ethan just, like, suffers fucking tremendously? And, like, now she's not even talking to her own daughter? What the fuck is going on there? I mean, if you wanna get, like, really technical about it, Mia is the real villain of all Resident Evil 7, okay? Because the Bakers were not really evil. They were under Evelyn's influence. They actually say repeatedly how before Evelyn, the Bakers were a truly nice family that would take in people and give them shelter. Like, they were not evil. I mean, obviously, you know, their son, Jack, was fucked in the head. But, you know, Marguerite and Jack were totally good people. Evelyn is just a little girl that they turn into a weapon. Like, I know she's all, like, fucked up and mental, but she's a little girl that they experimented on. That's kind of not on her, and then they made her imprint to Mia, and then Mia didn't want her. Like, I actually got emotional in Resident Evil... I actually got emotional in Resident Evil 7 when, and near the end, she's like, why won't you love me? Because that's like literally all Evelyn wanted, was to be fucking loved. They took Evelyn from her parents, that we never know who her original parents were. So, Evelyn really isn't responsible. She was a kid that they performed all this fucked up shit on and aged horribly. Mia is the one that knowingly worked with them, that lied to Ethan about her life, that you helped use a little girl as a fucking weapon. Mia is the real fucking villain. And yet she manages to fucking come out of that unscathed, and then even in Resident Evil 8, even as Ethan suffers and all that shit, she still manages to come out smelling like roses. And I'm like, when is this bitch gonna get her comeuppance? Right? Yeah, that would've been cool. I really would have liked to see Leon, like, you know what I'm saying? We haven't seen Leon since RE6. So, like, we have no idea what Leon's been doing in the intervening years. At all. Or Jill. We have no idea what fucking happened to Jill since fucking Resident Evil 5. So there's like 10 or 12 years of fucking Jill's life that we have no idea what she's been doing. At all, ever. Like, I mean, I'm always happy to see Chris, but I wish we could have seen more of the OG cast. Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Yeah, exactly, you know? Or, you know, like, bring back fucking Carlos. Like, Resident Evil 3 Remake made me love Carlos. I fucking love what they did with Carlos' character. I didn't even like Carlos in the original game. At all, ever. Like, I was super indifferent to Carlos. I was like, he's just a cheesy womanizer. But the way they did him in the Resident Evil 3 remake, he was so much better written. Like, obviously he was still a ladies' man, but like, I actually liked him in the Resident Evil 3 remake, and I love the parts where you got to play with him. And like, even his relationship with Jill was just cool. Like, I honestly would have loved to see Jill and Carlos get together and become a couple. Like, they really did kind of make it seem like they were, like, headed towards being a couple. And I would have been fine with that. Like, it's kind of weird that none of them ever have any romances. Besides, Leon kind of has the thing with Ada, but is that really a romance if they never ever really get together? And then they hinted at Sherry and Jake getting together in RE6, but they didn't really take that all the way either. But like, they had like, and that's why I defend Resident Evil 4, not 4, I'm sorry. That is why I defend Resident Evil 3 Remake, because I understand they cut some areas, and I get that sucks, but people who say it's bad, I really disagree with. Resident Evil 3 Remake is not a bad game. I liked it. And there are a lot of places where I do feel like it improved on the original game. The dodge rolling and the dodge mechanic in the remake kicked ass. Yeah. Jill, I think out of all the versions of Jill, I like the remake version of Jill the most. She's funny, she's likable. They like talk about her being afraid of being infected. They show her relationship with Carlos. I really love what they did with Jill in the Resident Evil 3 remake. I think that's probably my favorite incarnation of Jill. They made Nikolai even more of an asshole. Like they really pushed him being a dick, and I mean he was always a dick. So, like the writing in the Resident Evil 3 remake was much better than the original. I even like little stuff, like the fact that Nemesis' jacket became like garbage bags that he was put into. It makes sense that they wouldn't really give him clothes. He's a fucking weapon. Yeah, guaranteed to give you a headache. Yeah, it's great. It's funny. Like she's charming. You want stars? I'll give you stars, bitch. Bitch can't even swim. It's hilarious. And like she comes in with it just at the right time, or like, you know, starting the remake out in her apartment and getting to see what her life is like after she left the police force. I really like that, being able to look around her apartment and see what was going on and get it like in her head. I like how they actually show her interacting with Brad, where they're like supposed to be friends and they're not, or her interacting with Kendo when we literally never saw her interact with Kendo in the original game or ever. Like the remake of 3 did a lot right. And I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, I get why people are upset. I totally understand, you know, they took out areas. I'm pissed off at some of the areas they took out. The park was literally my favorite area in Resident Evil 3, period. I loved the fucking Raccoon City Park. And the clock tower, you know, sucked. But, you know, they also expanded a lot of areas, and they made them way better. Like the hospital. The hospital in the original game was meh. And they made the hospital in Resident Evil 3 Remake way better. Yeah, exactly. The hospital was like barely a fucking area in the original game. And they made it so much better. So, it's not perfect, but I really do think the Resident Evil 3 Remake gets unfairly hated on. And people don't acknowledge the stuff that it did way better. And stuff it improved on. They only want to talk about the bad. Or, you know? Yeah, exactly. No game is perfect. I agree. I totally agree with you. No game is perfect. Fuck, I'm almost out of ammo. That's a problem. Well, thankfully there's more. A lot more, actually. Yeah, exactly. Right? Okay? Because that always bothered me. That always bothered me, okay? One, they never explain why the fuck Brad is wandering around the police station. And Jill in the original game sees Marvin, but he's dead? she checks his pulse and he's dead, and he's not dead. And it doesn't even make sense, because why would he be laying past that on the floor, for one? And for two, why would she not be able to tell that he had a fucking pulse? So it just felt like a really weird, like, missed opportunity, the way he was in the original Resident Evil 3. So I love how they actually showed, one, how he got bit in a story way, and two, they actually expanded on what he did in Resident Evil 2, because, you know, one of... Yeah, exactly. About 2 days before. But, you know, because one of the most famous lines of the remake of 2 is he says, "Do not hesitate." He's like, "That was my mistake." And then, they expand upon that in the remake and show you exactly why, that he talked and he hesitated. And, like, it was like, it actually makes you view the second game in a different light, that scene. And that was super awesome. Like, the remake of 3 deepened the connection between the games. And I thought that was really cool. Or like you said, the bathroom hall, or just some of the observations that Carlos makes. He's like, "Hey, there's a weird fucking door over here." I thought was hilarious. And like, it totally fit Carlos's, like, his whole vibe. So, like, I you know. Plus, like, it actually gives Brad some character development, because he didn't really have too much plot development in the original game, but at least now he, like, sacrificed his life for Jill to get away. And I thought that was a cool touch. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You see, like, even little things, or like being able to use the same fucking locker codes from Resident Evil 2 was such a great touch. Like, the game rewards you for playing the second game before you play the third, because you can find those codes, but you'll already know them if you remember the second game. So it's like, I just thought that was so cool. I'm like, wait a minute, I know the code to this fucking locker. And I'm like, I can't believe it's the same code. I'm like, that's so cool. And it was like put there specifically to reward the fans, because like you can find a code even if you haven't played the second game that tells you what it is, but it's like Capcom's like, okay, you played the second game, we'll give you a little leg up, you can get that item earlier. Like, I love shit like that. I think they have been. Honestly, though, I don't think they've won a whole lot of awards. Just because, like, horror movies and horror games seem to be snubbed by critics for some reason. Like, you almost never see a horror movie win an award or an Oscar. Almost ever. It's fucking bullshit. Horror games, horror movies, horror shows, they always get snubbed at awards and shit. And it's just really shitty. It's like movie critics have some kind of bias against horror games for some fucking reason. Or horror movies. It's so weird. Right? You know, I will say this. I will say that it does look fucking incredible, and it's a strong contender for Game of the Year for me. But I can't fully name it Game of the Year yet because it is only March. It seems too early. And as much as I love Resident Evil 4, and I know I'm going to love this remake, I'm also a diehard Final Fantasy fan. And Final Fantasy 16 looks fucking incredible. I have a soft spot for Japanese role-playing games. I am a fucking sucker for a good JRPG. And massive open world, the first M-rated Final Fantasy, they're going back to me with like Final Fantasy 16 looks so fucking good. Oh man. And then Jedi Survivor comes out, and yeah, one more, exactly. I fucking love Jedi Fallen Order. I think that Jedi Fallen Order is one of the best Star Wars games ever made, and I am really excited for the sequel to that. And that's in April. And then there's gonna be even more games that we don't know of. Like, we haven't had this year's E3. Like, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, they're not going to E3? Yeah, exactly. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo aren't going to E3, but they're having their own press conferences. So, all of these games are already coming out, and they look amazing. But we don't even know the majority of games that are going to come out this year. Like, there's a lot of big games that haven't been announced yet. So, half the games that are coming out we don't know. And then Zelda is coming. Zelda's my shit. So, and my birthday, yeah, it is. Spider-Man 2. That's gonna be fucking amazing. Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man from Insomniac, outstanding. And Spider-Man 2 is coming out. It has fucking Venom. So, 2023 is looking like it's going to be one of the best years in gaming in a long fucking time. Oh man, that would be amazing. As long as they don't require it. So, you know, like, Jedi Survivor's coming out, the new Zelda game is coming out. The Zelda game is only coming about, like, once a decade. Final Fantasy 16 is coming out. It looks like Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2 is coming out in December. They said winter of 2023, and there's only one fucking month of winter in the year, the end of the year, 2023. And if that's the case, we will actually get 2 mainline Final Fantasy games. Yeah, exactly. I agree. We'll get 2 mainline Final Fantasy games in 1 year. It's fucking unheard of. It's never happened. Assassin's Creed Mirage is coming out this year. And I know everybody wants to hate on Assassin's Creed, but fuck those people, I like Assassin's Creed. Like, it's become popular to hate on Assassin's Creed. I love Assassin's Creed. I've played every game in the entire fucking series. I was there when the first game released. I love Assassin's Creed. So, yeah, exactly. My parents played Final Fantasy XI. My parents played hundreds of hours of Final Fantasy XI. So, like, this year is fucking jam-packed with games already, and we don't even know all the ones that are coming out. I mean, 2023 looks like it's going to be one of the best years on record. It's kind of insane. Yeah, exactly. We got about half the year planned out right now. The other half is unannounced till E3. Starfield's coming out. That's going to be the next big one. Fucking Lies of P. Oh my god. Lies of P looks so fucking good. Like, it's like the Bloodborne sequel we all wanted with Pinocchio thrown in on top. Oh my god, it looks fucking sublime. And it's gonna be a day one Game Pass game, so I'm gonna be able to play it for free. And I would have bought it. Actually, if I really like it, I probably will buy it. Usually if I play a game on Game Pass and I fall in love with it, I will buy the game just to support it. But at the very least, it allows me to try it out and make sure it's good. But still, like, a fucking dark, Victorian fucking alternate history Pinocchio with robots? Fuck yes. I love everything about that. And then, I really like The Messenger. Like, I played The Messenger earlier this year. I got it on sale. I was really surprised by how good The Messenger is. And they're making a prequel to it. That's their, you know, The Messenger was their take on, like, Ninja Gaiden. This is, like, their take on a classic 16-bit JRPG, Sea of Stars. It looks amazing. And that's in August. I really liked Horizon Forbidden West. Some people hate on Forbidden West. I really like it. That DLC comes out next month. It's a massive DLC. I know that's just an expansion pack, but hey, it's still an awesome expansion pack that a lot of people were really looking forward to, so. Like, there's so fucking much coming out this year. Like, this year looks like it's gonna be one for the record books. And Sony was promising, Sony and Microsoft have both said that the shortages on chips is over now. So, according to them, it should be way easier to get a Xbox and a PS5. I was lucky enough to have a PS5 and a Series X. I don't even know what that means. But, you know, regardless, it was fucking great. So, there's so much coming out this year. Yeah, I can see that. I liked more of it than I didn't. Personally. Mainly, I really like the world. I loved the world that Horizon made. If a game has a good game world, I will forgive a lot of faults. And I thought the game world of that game really fucking delivered. That was a beautiful fucking game world. And they put so much love and attention into replicating America and making it, you know, taking a real thing, which is like kind of crazy because Guerrilla Games aren't even American. They're fucking Swedish developers. But they nailed the look and feel of America. I mean, I have mad fucking respect for them for that. It's not easy to nail a country. Fuck. It's not easy to nail a country, you know? Then, we're getting a new Amnesia game. I love the Amnesia games. I love the Amnesia games. And in May, we're getting a new Amnesia game that looks fucking amazing. It takes place during World War I. And it will be the first Amnesia game that lets you use guns. And on top of that, it'll be open. It's not going to be open world. But you'll be able to freely wander around an environment and do parts of the story in different orders. So that sounds fucking amazing to me. And the third Outlast game is supposed to come out this year, the Outlast Trials, that will have co-op. I mean, you can play single player, but like you can co-op in an Outlast game is kind of wild. So, hard, you know. And I think the Silent Hill 2 remake might come out this year. I think there's actually a good chance the Silent Hill 2 remake is going to come out this year. In which case, holy shit. Like, getting the Silent Hill 2 remake and a Resident Evil 4 remake in the same year blows my fucking mind. Honestly, just the fact that we're getting new Silent Hill games at all is baffling to me. I thought we were never going to get any more Silent Hill stuff. The Silent Hill was fucking dead. So, like, out of nowhere, Silent Hill just came back from the fucking dead. And now they've got a remake of 2. They've got 2 brand new Silent Hill games. Like, it's fucking dope. You know, and I love Silent Hill. I grew up playing Silent Hill. For a long time, there was this really cool rivalry going on between Silent Hill and Resident Evil, and like, it brought out the best in each other. Fuck. Like, they brought out the best in each other. Like, they were rivals. They were like fucking anime rivals. Where they were like rivals, but they're like pushing each other to be better people. Resident Evil would come out and it would drop the gauntlet. And then Silent Hill would be like, oh, okay, we'll raise you. And like, both series got better because of that. You know, and Resident Evil came back from the dead with Resident Evil 7. So it's really cool to see Silent Hill getting a second chance as well. So many people, like myself, love Silent Hill, and it went dormant for so long. We haven't had a Silent Hill game in 11 years. Since 2012. Also, you know, the Silent Hill 2 remake is using the Unreal Engine 5, and holy shit, the graphics in the Silent Hill 2 remake look next fucking level. I remember watching the trailer, the reveal trailer, and seeing his like him move the skin on his fucking hand. Like, he's in the mirror and he, like, grabs his hand. You can see the skin in his hand deforming as he touches it. I'm like, wow. You don't fucking see that. Like, that was some next level shit. Or like the fact that they're using Lumen, the fucking crazy lighting in Unreal Engine 5, so like they can change the global illumination like in an instant. Normally like they have to bake that in and they can't just change it on the fly, but like literally in the beginning of the trailer, when James opens the bathroom stall, you can literally see light flooding in as he opens the door. They could never do that before. So they can now, like, literally Lumen allows the lighting in the entire level and the entire game to change on an instant. Whereas before they would have to, like, swap that out in a different area. So, like, you know, opening a door to a hallway, you can literally see light from outside flood inward. Which is just so fucking cool, and it's not something they could have ever have done on PS4 or Xbox One. And, you know, lighting is really important to horror games. I would honestly say lighting in a horror game is fucking vital. It might be one of the most important parts. So I'm really excited to see what they can do for the mood of Silent Hill 2 with this new lighting. Okay, I am gonna take a short break, and I will be back. If you want to watch, then I appreciate it. If not, I enjoy your company. I've just gotta, I've gotta go, and I've gotta go to the store for my dad.